What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Average Bob, and in today's video, we're going to talk about the Week 4 20-15 loss for the New York Giants. This is one that got away from the Giants. There was a couple things. Obviously, way too many field goals. Obviously, Daniel Jones has completely lost the ability to throw the ball downfield. He had an incredibly efficient game, throwing the lion's share of his passes to two guys, Malik Neighbors, who went down with a concussion in the fourth quarter, and Wan'Dale Robinson, who got a lot of yards after catch. Um, so it's going to be interesting to see where the Giants go from here. But let's just dive into stuff. Early on in this game, you have 3rd and 4. Good pocket. I think the offensive line played extremely well tonight, considering this was a Cowboys team that had many, many sacks against the Giants last year. And then on the short week, you also saw guys super hurt, like Dexter Lawrence, Demarcus Lawrence, was like grabbing his foot after one play, and then he come back in the game. Parsons got hurt. So guys were just going down left and right. The Giants also didn't have enough cornerbacks. They were on their first, fourth, and fifth cornerbacks. Jones takes a shot deep. So this was a great route by Neighbors, obviously. Hopefully they show another replay here, but it's hard to see. But, I mean, you can see on the bottom of the screen. But this is just a snapshot of the potential that this guy has to make people look very, very silly. Can't remember the last time I saw this as a Giants fan, so it really warmed my heart and made me really happy. Also, we did some live reactions to this and did a live stream before the game and through the first quarter, and then after the game or through the fourth quarter, and some post game thoughts as well. So if you joined that, thank you for joining. It was a lot of fun. So I think we're going to continue to do those if we're around. The Giants did a lot of plays like this where they put Singletary up here. I think just to help from middle linebacker blitz right off the bat, just having another blocker there automatically. And then also the Cowboys did that a lot with the fullback. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. But yeah, just helpful to have that. Jones is able to slide away. And Wan'Dale trips. For turf field, there was a lot of trips and falls, and here's the first field goal of many. You know what? I will say Greg Joseph did his job. You know, if we had him versus the Commanders, we'd arguably be 2-2. So, great pocket for Dak here. I wish Burns and Thibodeau are just like, you got Kayvon going against a rookie. He had 1 sack. The rookie had 2 holds, but I would have liked to see, I don't know, Kayvon or Burns be a little bit more consistent. The disappearance, I don't know. And you could see what's going on here with the Cowboys. They paid CeeDee Lamb. When the Cowboys run screens, they take CeeDee Lamb out of the game because CeeDee Lamb's like, I just got paid $1 gazillion. I ain't blocking. And here you go. You have Rico Daboll and Ezekiel Elliott that really can't get going. Why not put the guy you paid a shitload of money to in the backfield and throw a toss sweep to him? Keeps him happy. And you saw the Giants do something similar too to try and make Neighbors. I don't know if it's making him happy or just using your best player in creative ways where Neighbors is getting a lot of reverses and screens and stuff along those lines. 5 wide. Let's just look at this Thibodeau rush here. The inside rip worked later in the game. I don't know if it was here. He did get a sack on that later in the game. This freaking fullback killed the Giants yesterday. Hunter Lipke. I'm just Linda Lipke. And if you know that reference, I love you. And honestly, you know, I'm not going to give Banks a lot of shit. He had a tough task. You know, I got people texting me saying, why can't we ever draft a good corner? You know, it's like, I don't know. CeeDee Lamb is in his prime, top 3 wide receiver in the league, probably the best one besides Justin Jefferson. So those guys have an innate ability to make defenders look silly, no matter how good they are. So I'm not down on Banks after this performance. That what was an issue is the banged up secondary. Outside of that, you have Drew Phillips and Dory Jackson both out on the short week, so hopefully they can rest up and come back. But see, that's one where it's 3rd and 3. You have a chance to get off the field to make it 3-3. Instead, they have that screen to Daboll coming up. Great blocking up front. But so if I could just go back while we're here talking about it, they throw a flag here for holding. They obviously pick it up. And then I have to say the hold or the face mask call against Daniel Bellinger, where he was face mask and didn't face mask the defender. I don't know. I don't say rigged. I don't want to ever blame the refs, but that's honestly probably one of the worst calls I've ever seen because it took the wind out of the Giants' sail completely on a drive that they were having moderate success and probably could have scored a touchdown. So, but the Cowboys got a flag picked up because it wasn't a hold. Like the refs this game were embarrassing. I don't understand exactly like what. I don't know. Maybe someone pissed in their coffee or something because they were just throwing flags every play. It was almost borderline unwatchable, and I understand why a lot of people don't like watching the NFL because there's a bazillion commercials, there's flags every single play. So it honestly like I enjoy watching college a lot. High school, you don't have to deal with any of that shit. Not that I watch high school games, but I'm just saying. I mean, all right, whatever. Fuck the refs. Fuck the Cowboys. 3rd and 9. Jones takes a snap. So these routes were open. But here's another problem with the Giants, right? It's 3rd and 9. You need 9 yards. You run a route at 6 to 7 yards. And then you're asking Wan'Dale Robinson to really do a lot to get to the first down marker. And he did do that, So good for Wan'Dale. He's a very strong second option for this team. All right, this was a little bit of a nice throw downfield, but like, here's the thing with Giants O-line's good. Theo Johnson giving a chip down low on Parsons for Illuminor. Devin Singletary has linebacker coming up. Jones could stand up, deliver a strike, perfect shot. But there's no excuses for the Giants' lack of, corners and stuff because the Cowboys had a practice squad guy playing, and Darius Slayton, a little disappointed they couldn't figure out. You have to exploit mismatches on a weekly basis in the NFL. Brian Daboll clearly didn't do that, but on this play he did, but it should have been happening a lot more. Like Darius Slayton should have had all-time potential for a career game, and then Kendrick's going to pop it out, and luckily he got it back. There was that other fluke kickoff return where Tyron Tracy got it popped out of him, and it like almost glitched and went right into the tight end's stomach. It was kind of crazy to see. Again, 3rd and 9. Nowhere near the sticks, asking your wide receivers to do a lot on a short side of the field. And then you're settling for field goals. I just feel like when we watch other teams play, they're constantly running to the sticks, their routes. And now the Giants' offensive line is good enough where previously, wasn't I just talking about the Giants doing that and the Cowboys did it right there where Ferguson's short? But so I guess it happens on both sides, but I feel like the Giants, every single week we watch it, it happens. Why not just run the route to the stick? Or do the guys not know where it is? Okay, obviously, CD was going to break one of these eventually. Not necessarily Banks' fault because you could see where Banks is standing. I don't know if he's man-to-man. I don't think it's man-to-man because you have the safety coming over, but Nubin's got to break down. You can't be doing that at this level, but hey, if you're a rookie and that's the guy that's going to embarrass you, it's going to be CeeDee Lamb. Same thing happened last year when versus the Dolphins. So they're blitzing. Everything else is pretty much covered. Look at this, man. Simmons is coming really late. Would have liked to see, I don't know where he's looking because there's no one else running routes anywhere deep down the field. So terrible angle of pursuit, F- result there for Nubin. That's just what happens to these guys, the best wide receivers in the NFL. When you get them involved, you keep them happy, they make plays. It goes both ways. I mean, another good pocket for Jones. Malik Neighbors, elite route runner, so he's just gonna hit on. You could hit on those all day, which makes sense because he had 12 receptions. They get Motor Singletary involved, who has a horrific fumble problem right now that I don't see them figuring out anytime soon because he's got fumbles in I feel like every single game at this point. All right, 3rd and 4 here. Giants got to try and punch one in before a half. Good pocket. Look at both guards going back for work because they're rushing 3. You have this guy right here, right by where they snapped, playing a quarterback spy. So, I mean, 3-man rush. He just should have went to Tyron Tracy immediately. Let's look at Tracy here. Jones can't see him because he's already running for his life because Parsons is a stud. Damn, does Tyron Tracy have a walk-in touchdown if he could hit him up north? But I think this might have been the one where was this Illuminor just like tackled him. Actually, I think that was it because it was like when they showed the replay of it, it was very, very impressive. Like how someone that big, fast, and strong is able to get that low to the ground without falling down. And that's what makes Micah Parsons an elite pass rusher. 20 seconds, 3rd and 12. Giants get off the field. All right, let's just look at Burns here. Thibodeau double teamed at the bottom. Burns just does like a crazy spin move and kind of allows Dak to step up, throw his body behind it, and then you're at half. 14-9. You got to just kind of, I don't know. There should have been a point at this game, maybe even before half, where you just go for it because you're getting the ball. That's the thing. You're getting the ball to start the second half. So maybe the Giants were like, hey, we're going to kick the field goal here. We'll get the ball back to score to start the second half, but we got to score a touchdown and take a 16-14 lead. The Giants drive transpires here. They do get down the field. Also, did anyone else feel like this was a super quick whistle? I don't know. Maybe Slayton was giving himself up, but I don't know. This Giants coaching staff really likes Tyron Tracy. They're trying to get him involved in any way, shape, or form. So they build out a fake run to him with a fake reverse to Neighbors. That sets up the screen here. And then Tracy had the one play that got called back earlier when he catches it and gets out at like the 2-yard line. Like that's a golden opportunity for the Giants to call a touchdown where the refs called an illegal shift because I believe it was a tight end, maybe Theo Johnson, who, as Tracy was going in motion, is pointing and looking around. It's a monster rookie mistake that just shoots themselves in the foot. And this has happened historically for the Giants, especially versus the Cowboys when there's big plays, when guys are either false starting or illegal shifting. Nothing new, but again, that's points off the board, so it's got to be fixed. Great pocket for Jones. So I think what happened with Neighbors too is this game went on, like he's getting hit. He's still celebrating a little bit, but he gets popped a couple times here, and then he's not getting up as fast. So teams will consider that. See, I don't like the play call. Let's look at it. You're kind of just hoping that both of these guys are staring at Neighbors because he's been such a threat all game that you're getting Wandell in the flat. And he can make a man miss. He doesn't. Great tackle by this freaking guy, overshown. Like, he's just all over the field tonight. Never even heard of him before. And this is a drive you desperately needed to score a touchdown in, and you're kicking a field goal with the ball on the 3.5-yard line. Whatever happened to Brian Daboll when he would go for these things, he would, I think you got to be risky. You're not going to beat a divisional. Well, I was going to say you're not going to beat a divisional opponent kicking field goals, but Washington literally did that to us. All day to throw. Look at this pocket, but also like this is what I can't stand about Thibodeau and Burns. Like, it's 3rd and 1. Like, it would be so much fun to block Burns sometimes because like he just completely takes himself out of the play. Like, Look how far away he is. I don't know. Maybe I was just expecting a little bit more considering how much they paid him. Wardell Flott did okay, for what his skill set is and what he's available to. How about this guy, Aubrey or whatever, just drilling a 60-yarder, which easily good. Nice catch by the guy in the end zone. But very strong leg. Everyone knows it. And then he misses the field goal at the end that leads to a push if you had the Giants +5, which is kind of crazy. But here's the thing with Neighbors. Like, these routes, he's always getting hit by, look at how many white jerseys are around. All right, fourth quarter. Game kind of flew by in this version, but watching it, there's a flag every other play. Another good pocket, but and then Wandell, the Giants wide receivers, 3rd and 11. Jones has to escape the pocket. Wandell looking around. Tracy trying to go down the seam. You're just asking these guys to do too much. You went to the well too often with Wandell to try and, be 5 yards short and get a first down. Another good pocket, good route. Neighbors could do that all day. But even then, still, he's not getting up as fast as he was before. Think about that. For a 4th down play, he just converted. On the other side of the field, he's super pumped up, doing first down signs. Now you're in the 4th quarter, biggest play of the game, and now he's kind of like, I'm sick of just catching in the middle of the field and getting crushed. See, another one. Not getting up as quick as he used to. Maybe he got concussed, and then that was like the little straw that broke the camel's back at the end. But Jones is throwing it okay downfield here. But when the ball's over 20 yards in the air, he was 2 for 13 for 67 yards and an interception. The interception coming on one of the final plays of the game. But come on, this is one that's got to be on the money. 3rd and 14, decent pocket. And also, Slayton's got to make a play. Come on, dude. Next thing you know, you can't go for it on 4th and 14. And you're kicking a field goal, so 17-15. Greg Joseph did what he needed to do today, especially after a big miss last week. Jesus, some of these freaking ads are horrific. Tyler Guyton gave up 3 quarterback hurries. Ferguson had, I think, as many catches as CeeDee Lamb. Just obviously didn't have the breakout yardage. Got to touch him. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I wasn't that impressed with the Cowboys offense. So kudos to them. A huge win when they needed one after dropping 2 in a row, especially at home against a perennial opponent that they've, beaten the shit out of. There you go, 3rd and 7. Good rip by Kayvon there, finally getting there. Dak, the timer's off in his head. Ball's got to come out. Force the CD. Aubrey drills it. 2015. All right, big play, 3rd and 6. Tyron Tracy to the left. You're in a spread. This is what we in college we call ace. Got to catch that. You got to make the catch, and then also, yeah, looking at the replay, I thought that it was just someone got a hand on it, but let's get it 5 wide. Singletary just standing up there to help. Get another knock on someone. Jones running for his life, trying to make a play. Only thing downfield is trying to toe drag Malik, and then he Peter Griffins himself and has a concussion. But, guys watching that one, he clearly wasn't, crush head to head. It was, he kind of just caught it and fell and kind of knocked himself out somehow, almost but I think that was something of him getting hit over and over and over throughout the game that led to that final last moment. And, the Giants make a stop when they needed to. And this guy actually is human and misses one. So Giants +5 bettors, get really lucky there with a free gift. And then, yeah, you could see too, like, I mean, whatever. The Giants got to throw it downfield, 3rd and 10. They got to get down there. The thing is, it's like when the Giants have to throw and get downfield, they can't run 2-minute drill. They can't make big plays to get downfield quickly. Like, I don't even know. When you watch other teams play how fast they get downfield, like Kirk Cousins versus the Eagles the other week. So the Giants fall to 1-3. Their next matchup is versus Seahawks on the road. Very difficult place to play, as last year the Seahawks actually absolutely decimated the Giants. They have a new coach there, but yeah, I mean, they got a lot to fix with this mini bye week now. Hopefully guys can get healthy. And I can tell you right now, if Neighbors is hurt and misses a period of time, I think things will get ugly fast, because you can see how actively they get him involved in this offense. And Jones is a completely different passer when he has him available compared to the years of watching him without him. I think there was like, let me just pull up the stats real quick so I could confidently tell you. Jones was 29 for 40. 23 out of those 29 were between Malik Neighbors and Wandell. So you're going to remove 12 catches from Neighbors, who opens up everyone else. Other guys, they're going to have to pick up the slack. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is the Giants season over? Should we start looking at mock drafts? Obviously, we need to figure out a quarterback and keep building on this team. But let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.